What is up, YouTube? So thought I'd make this super small video just to kind of share my previous experience on one of my events, which I've actually already put the gig log out for. I'll put it in the link up top for anybody who wants to look at that. So yeah, the bit that I actually didn't reveal as part of that gig was, as you guys can already tell from the thumbnail and the description on this video and the title on this video, is that at the end of that gig, we actually got robbed. So I'm going to kind of walk you through pretty much what happened, how much equipment has gone, and as much detail as I can provide, and possibly steps which me and my team are going to take to change things further on for the events that we do. So yeah, as you guys know from previous events, like we basically travel all around California, and in some instances we have gone to Seattle and Mexico and all this kind of other locations. But the majority of the work we do is in Central California, Fresno. So we actually got called out, a client booked us to do an event out in the Fremont area. And we're not super familiar. We tend not to go out in Bay Area too much, not because of any particular reason. We just don't get events out there too much. So, and it's a pretty good distance for us. There's other DJs in that area that kind of cover that area. And we're more Central Valley, so we're pretty much in the center of California. So that's typically the area which we serve. But this client was very adamant that they wanted to book us, and so we gave it the green light, contract signed, everything done. We also use Honeybook, by the way. If anybody's interested in getting a discount code, can get a fat chunk off a Honeybook. Little plug right there. Try and help us recoup some of the money which we've lost in the equipment. As I was saying, client booked us maybe a year in advance, so we were all good, knew what the setup was. It was pretty small setup, and like I said, you guys can see the video. I've already put it out on the YouTube channel. So yeah, we headed out. Me and Gordo drove in my car. We just had 2 subs, 2 speakers, and just whatever else we could squeeze in, some cables here and there, and just, I think 2 moving heads as well, just whatever we could squeeze in there. It was other like larger stuff which we couldn't take, so it was stuff like the facade, the trusses. I think we used the collapsible kind of Rockville trusses. We used some of those, and some other bits and bobs, like the rack mount system that I usually take, my QSE rack mount system, takes up a lot of space, so we kind of needed a pickup truck. Well, my situation was that I wasn't able to take a pickup truck. I wasn't able to take my big truck. Reason being is because on the Friday night, so the event which we had in Fremont was on Saturday. So on Friday night, the day before, I actually had a club event. So I had to go out to Bay Area. It was actually downtown San Francisco. I did an event there, so I just had basic stuff for it, and just my decks, my laptop, and that's pretty much it. So me and Gordo, I'll always try and do my event with somebody rather than doing it by myself, just for safety and security reasons. So me and Gordo rolled out on a Friday night, got to San Francisco, checked into the hotel. And then, so we also had like whatever equipment I could take, because I knew I was going to need it on Saturday, but I also had my decks as well. So I actually did valet parking into one of the downtown hotels in San Francisco. So we've parked it, everything's good. We've paid whatever money, it's like $80 or something for parking, which is kind of crazy, almost like more expensive than the room. But it was just a safety measure which we took. So what I'd organized, I did the club event on Friday, and then we were going to roll out from San Francisco to Fremont, which is, you know, I want to say about 60, 70 miles, maybe kind of north, maybe less than that, I'm not too sure. But it wasn't that far, basically. And then Daniel was actually going to meet me. He was going to roll out on Saturday and meet me in Fremont directly. So that's what we scheduled to do. We loaded all of our equipment back up into my car, and me and Gordo rolled out to Fremont, met Daniel, had some breakfast. Everything's good. Great. Got to the event place and set up. Everything's good. We do our event. Everything's great. Perfect, man. No issues, you know. So we're packing everything up. We basically more or less put like the subs and the speakers in my car, and probably similar things like cables and stuff like that, maybe. Can't really remember too much exactly what it was, but pretty much like subs and speakers, 2 subs, QSC subs, 2 QSC speakers in the back of my car. And my car's an SUV, Volkswagen Tiguan thing. The back windows are tinted from factory and the fronts are not. And I folded all the seats flat and got everything in there. Then and whatever was left, we threw it into the back of the pickup truck, and not just into the back of the bed, but actually in the cab itself. So we had stuff like moving lights and all these other bits and bobs. So we're heading to the hotel. I got there just after Daniel. So Daniel had already parked up. I didn't see him. He parked the truck wherever he parked it. And I purposefully, any hotel that I ever go to, I always try and park in the front, whether my car's got equipment or not. It doesn't matter whether it's business or personal, whatever it is. I'll always try and park my vehicle at the front. So this particular hotel didn't have any parking, like valet parking. It was just open parking. The car park lot was huge, but it was just open parking. And it didn't look like a kind of dodgy area. We weren't in like a downtown area. It was pretty like rural, and there weren't really much going on there. It was just off the highway, so you can imagine there's nothing there basically. It's just a hotel and a parking lot. There's not any like Wendy's or food or anything like that, you know. There's nothing. The hotel's pretty big. When we checked in, we kind of had to walk through and go to the other end. As we're going to the other end, we see like some people, they must have had a wedding or an event or something. So there was loads of guests like finishing up their event. As me and Godo had gone up to the room, Daniel had like already checked, like he's already, you know, getting ready, going to sleep, whatever, right? And jokingly, me and Daniel, like, we're always joking. I kind of said, hey, like, where did you park the truck? And he was like, I parked it at the back of the hotel. I was like, why would you park it at the back of the hotel? And he was like, I just thought it was safer, you know, like, I'm just going to leave it there. It's fine. There's nothing around there. There's no one going to see it. Like, you can't even see it, you know? And I was like, okay, all right, that's fine, I guess. I was like, he had my laptop bag as well. So I was saying to Daniel, hey, where's my laptop bag? He was like, I left it in there. I was like, no, we can't leave it in there. We got to go get it. He was just joking around with me on that. He actually grabbed my laptop bag, and I was like, cool. Like, what else is in the truck? And he just told me pretty much this, and this. I was like, okay, that's fine. We'll just leave it how it is, get some sleep, get up early, and then we'll get out of here, you know? So yeah, pretty much we left it like that. And then as we finished, got up, checked out at the hotel, I'm walking towards my car. Gordo and Daniel walking towards the truck. Now the truck is actually owned by Gordo, and it's a pretty new truck. It's a Chevy Silverado with like a crew cab, and it's a pretty big pickup truck. And it's only like, I don't even think it's 1 year old. He bought it brand new, 2023. Really, really nice truck. As I'm walking towards my car, Daniel's called me and said, hey, get to our truck right now. And I was like, why? I don't even know where your truck is. Like, why? Someone's broke into our truck and they've taken everything. And I was like, you're lying. You're joking. Like I said, me and Daniel joke around all the time. And he was like, nope, I'm not joking, man. I'm not joking. Everything's gone. And I was like, you're joking, Daniel. Stop dicking around. I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, send me a picture. I don't believe you. I'm not coming all the way down there to try and find you. Send me a picture. So he sent me this picture right here. And pretty much at that point, like, I was just in panic mode, man. Like, instantly, I was like, oh shit, like, he's not lying. Got into my car, loaded my car up, drove around the back of the hotel. And as I got there, that's it, man. The boys were just outside, and the window was out and all over the floor. And yeah, man, it's just heart just sank. And me and the boys are just panicking, like, you know, what the fuck, like. And as I looked around where he parked, pretty much like he's literally at the back of the hotel, and there's no other vehicles around him. The people ain't even walking through. You can't even see anything. It's not like it's at the back of a pool, open-ended pool or something. You know, people might see through the hotel. It's basically like in a super kind of off-limit kind of area. Like there was so much other parking available at the front of the hotel where there's more activity going. I don't know why he decided to park at the back, but that is a factor of why things happened the way they happened. So we're going back into the hotel. We're like, okay, like, let's go back into the hotel. We're going to the back in the hotel, and the lady at the front was like, my manager isn't here. I'll give him a call the manager. Manager was like, yeah, I can't give you any information. I can't give you any footage. I can't give you anything. You have to file a police report. She was like, okay then. So got onto the phone to the police, and they were like, yeah, you got to report it to this department, that department. you got to go online and fill a form out and all this kind of stuff. And then we'll go out to the property and get the footage and all this kind of stuff. And at that point, we kind of realized that, look, we're just getting pushed around. This is small petty crime for police. Like, this ain't nothing to them, you know? They don't really give a shit. We've lost out and we got a damaged truck. And yeah, like, we'll still do whatever it is that they want us to do, but it's just a sad situation at this point, right? We ain't gonna get no help. I was like, there's no point. Then no one's gonna help us. They're not gonna go and find our stuff right now. We were like, cool, let's just try and clean the truck up a little bit and make it kind of safe to drive, and let's just get the hell out of here. Like, I'm done with this place, you know? Let's just fuck this place, let's go. So yeah, I kind of helped clean the truck out, clean the glass out as much as we can, make it safe, because if you're driving, glass is just gonna fly up everywhere and stuff. And we're kind of reviewing pretty much the kind of stuff which has been stolen. So I'll run through the kind of stuff which has been stolen. So it was stuff like my brand new Pioneer DDJ FLX-10, which is like a $1,600 controller in a flight case. Flight case is another $300. So that's $2,000 gone straight away. What I also had inside the actual flight case was a Shure mic, which is for the DLX system of the rack system that I use, and the mic is like $300 just for the mic. That's gone. Also stuff like our moving heads. Our moving heads are like $1,000 a piece. 2 of those are gone. Just gone straight. They weren't in a flight case. They were just gone. They were big lights as well. So my moving heads are gone. Other stuff such as like my WMX that you guys know from my previous videos that I absolutely love. My WMX is gone. Not only just the WMX, like they've taken the case, right, which is in like a flight case. The WMX is gone. The Chauvet D5 wireless dongles that I use pretty much on every event, they're all gone. And I'm talking like they're $60 a piece, and I'm talking like 20 at least. So they're all gone. Like, and then within that case was other little stuff which weren't as expensive, but obviously super valuable to me was like the charging banks and wires and, you know, adapters, XLR adapters to 1/4 inch, like little things which every DJ kind of needs, you know, small accessories, adapters and stuff. They're all in that case, and the whole case is gone. I'm trying to think of what else they took. They took like Daniel's jacket. Like, come on, man. Took Daniel's jacket, took his wallet, took Gordo's wallet, had all cards. There's no cash, but all cards are gone. The other key bit of information which they took was Daniel's work phone. Me and Daniel worked together, and I actually managed the whole phone system. We kind of pulled out my laptop, and I was able to track where the phone was. Anyways, I'll get to that in a second. So they also took his work phone. Man, they even went down to the point where like Daniel and Gordo had a bag of snacks that they got from Walmart, like for the road journey. They even took that. Like, how bad can it be when your thieves, your robbers now are stealing snacks from people's vehicles? And it was like stuff like corn nuts and banana chips and just really funny stuff, you know, like just is that what it's come down to, you know, like people trying to steal banana chips and shit. Like, it's just sad. And yeah, taking his jacket. They even took that damn cigarette phone light charger, like the phone light charger. How, I don't know, like the lighter charger that everybody uses in the lighting cigarette thing. They even took that. You know that these guys basically rummaged through the whole truck. There's paperwork everywhere in the truck, and they even took like chewing gum and stuff, you know, like anything, any tiny little thing that these motherfuckers could get their hand on, they got it. They took it. I mean, that's the kind of stuff, like, I don't know. I don't know what kind of people do that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, cool, I get it. Like the equipment, you know, you kind of look at it and think, damn, that's got to be worth some money, you know? Flight cases and, you know, lights and big stuff, like, you know, you everybody knows. You just look at that. Whether you're knowledgeable about the industry or not, you're gonna know that that's worth something. Whether it's worth $100, whether it's worth $50, whether it's worth $2,000, you know it's worth something. But then when you got people coming up and stealing packs of chewing gum and corn nuts, you know, that's when the world becomes questionable, which is crazy. And yeah, like, I'm laughing about it now. I think I was laughing about it right there and then when Daniel told me as well. Like, Like what else can I do, you know? So yeah, we basically report everything, whatever we can, to the police and make the online forms and all that. We're driving back and we stopped off one of Daniel's restaurants, and he always wanted to go there and take me there, so we went there, and we were just shit about the whole situation, man. We were just sad about the whole situation, and it was just, as you can imagine, right? It was like super downer for all of us. But yeah, I guess we had to move on, and kind of got to Fresno, offloaded everything, went home from there, and Godo got the truck repaired, got it all cleaned out, got a new window fitted. It didn't cost a huge amount, but a cost is a cost nevertheless. So skipping forward, we started doing some more events. We'd done a few events on the weekends, weekends after, like 1 weekend, 2 weekend, 3 weekends, kind of had back-to-back events. And luckily, I actually purchased 2 FLX-10s, and I have one which is upstairs, which I use in my home setup, and the one which got robbed. So and Daniel's also got actually my old DDJ 1000, because he was practicing at home as well. When we did the event, the first event after we got robbed, it kind of hurt us a lot, and I'll explain how and why. So we're already hurt, basically, you know, realizing that what's happened and how much we've lost and all, you know, it's just sad. You know, we're already hurting from truck getting broken into. And the sad thing was that we're kind of, as time goes on, we're kind of recovering from the painfulness, you know, of that, the kind of trauma of getting robbed and stuff. And then we got to our event, and all of those feelings and thoughts kind of come flooding back, because let's say like we're trying to set up, right? We're trying to do a rig. We're setting everything up, lighting, all that kind of good stuff, like kind of trying to look for something like my microphone that was in the flight case. I didn't realize it was in the flight case until I came to try and look for it. And when I'm looking for it, I'm like, damn, it's not here. Where is it? Where is it? Where could it be? Where is it? And I'm like, you know what? That's it. That's where it was. It was in the flight case, and they took the flight case. My heart just kind of sank, and I'm like, man, we already calculated like $5,000 worth of equipment gone, and let's just add another 300 to it gone. So then we got a lot of moving lights, so we set up more moving lights for this event at the Clovis Castle. And then we were like, hold on a minute, where's the WMX case? I have a little flight case about that big. Where's the WMX case? I'm like, damn, let's go check the truck. We checked the big box truck. There's nothing in there, man. We're just scrummaging, trying to find it. I'm like, it's not there. Check the garage, check the storage unit. So all of us are just going through everything, trying to check where this little box is. We can't find it. And I'm like, yo, the last time we had it was in Fremont. Put 2 and 2 together, man. And that's basically it. Then we realized the WMX is gone. All the Chauvet D5s have all gone. All my settings on the WMX, everything is just gone. So heart started sinking a little bit more, like, okay, that's another 1,000 gone, you know? And it's just sad. It's just sad. Just even thinking about it, man, like we're trying to recoup some of the money and do hard work and, you know, like do the booking and all this kind of stuff. And like, as we're setting up, we're realizing, man, we even lost this. They took this, you know, and that number that we thought was 5,000 quickly skipped up to like $7,000 worth of equipment. Just gone. Just click your fingers, it's gone. And it's just sad, man. Like, you know, I got so frustrated on that event that like I lashed out and kind of went mad at Daniel, and me and him had a fight. And yeah, it was bad, man. It was bad. It was really, really bad. And it was super amount of pressure, because literally like this wedding and guests are still there. Like they're doing a ceremony on another site and we're getting ready for the reception. And within like 2 hours, they got to be down here and party, right? And we haven't got any, we got lights and everything set up and stuff, but we ain't got the power supplies and the wires that we need for the decks. We ain't got microphones. We ain't got line controllers. Like, I got these beautiful lights in this beautiful venue without no lights. Like, in 2 hours, what the hell am I supposed to do, you know? So luckily I called up one of my friends. I knew he had a WMX, told him to drop it off, and he dropped it off 20 minutes before the party was gonna begin. But then that 20 minutes is super difficult for me, because I've got to reprogram the lights, enter them in, do all of the DMXing, get the values done, the profile built, you know, and then I need light to actually switch on and I can see the colors and stuff. In that scenario, it was bright light, like it was 4 p.m. It's too bright outside. So the lights I can't even use until the guests are here and it gets dark. And it's like, okay, in that situation, what the hell am I supposed to do? So luckily I just kind of winged it and just made it happen and just got some sort of lights going. And I mean, like the event went well. The event went, like we did it. Cool. You know, even the event after that, we did it. We kind of leveled up, you know, it was fine. Like we got through it, but it's just sad, guys. It's just super sad for us. We work so hard. We work so hard throughout the heat and even in the winter months. There's a team of us guys that, you know, get together and just get it all done. And we work like endless hours. And I'm sure you guys watching this also do as well. Like we're not the only ones in the industry that work hard, right? I'm just kind of sharing my feelings is that we work so hard, and when something like this happens to us, it sets us back. It sets us back so much, like to the point where we're like, man, what the hell are we doing? You know? And it's just disheartening. It's just very painful for us. And yeah, man. Well, I mean, we'll get through it. We are getting through it. A couple of weeks have passed for us now. We're doing like, trying to do like insurance claims and stuff. I'm trying to insure my equipment. The funny thing is I was actually trying to insure my equipment even before this had happened, but the quotes aren't coming through because I guess no one insures. But if anyone's got any ideas on who I can use to insure my equipment, that would be a big help if someone could share that. So yeah, man, I mean, this video is not really to kind of put anyone off doing anything. It's just really sharing my experience, the kind of stuff that happens maybe to all of us, whether we're bigger size, smaller size. I guess it's to make people aware that, hey, shit's gonna happen. Things are gonna happen. Make sure that you've got backups of backups. Carry as much, if you're in hotels and traveling, carry as much as your most important equipment with you inside the hotel. Pay for the valet. Pay for the valet or secure parking or whatever it is. Make sure the secure parking, if it needs to be paid for it. If it's $100, pay $100. Because I'm telling you guys, if I had the option on that day, $100 versus $6,000-$7,000 worth of equipment, $100 is a drip in the water. You know, it's not even a drip. So my advice is to keep the vehicle secure. The best advice I can say is try not to use your own personal vehicles, because they're always going to have windows and stuff, right? They can see through the windows. Try and get a van or hire a van out, you know, that's closed, no one can see inside it, all that kind of stuff. You know, that's going to be a big deterrent. So now I guess moving forward for us, we're just going to try and work hard, get more bookings, hold on to that money and recoup as much as we can, as quickly as we can, to try and invest. Now I guess it allows us to invest in maybe some other equipment, maybe the same equipment, I don't know, but it gives us the opportunity to do that. So we're trying to look at the positive light on that. Just move forward from it, man. Just learn from our mistakes as well, you know, not parking all the way out the back of the hotel when there's no one there, even trying to avoiding using pickup trucks or whatever, any trucks with windows in there. You know, if we need to hire something, we'll hire something with box and it's all locked off, and invest in better locks, not your master locks from Home Depot. I've actually ordered locks from Germany. I got those locks coming in and they're super expensive, like $300-$400. And you might think that I'm crazy spending so much money on locks and security, but that $300-$400 that I might be spending on this security equipment are just nothing compared to the amount which we may lose or have lost. To me, the way I look at it, it's super worth it. It's worth it. It's something which we have to do if we're going to be out in the industry and do what we're doing. These are the precautions which we have to take. It is what it is at this point. Yeah, like I said, we are recovering from it. We are getting back up on our feet and, you know, getting there super slowly, but we are getting there nonetheless. I just thought I'd make this video to share this, that, you know, in some of the gig logs which I'll be talking, I'll be like, damn, I ain't got this because it got stolen, or I ain't got this because it got robbed, or it got damaged, or whatever it is, to kind of give you that context on some of the gig logs which I'm going to put out. I thought I'd make this video to kind of share that, you know, the awareness of it. And it does happen, it will happen, it did happen. And just be safe, man. Just keep your stuff safe. You guys make sure you guys stay safe. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully the video wasn't too long, but until next time, thank you.